What's up, guys? Right now I'm going to show you the pocket knives that I currently have. But before that, I just want to say that it's not part of our culture here in Indonesia to carry pocket knives inside of the pocket when we go out of the house to do our daily activities, such as going to work or chillaxing with friends somewhere in the city. I only carry one or two inside of my pocket when I go out of the house to do my escapade activities, such as camping, hiking, bushcrafting, or traveling. And when I'm traveling, I only use it in emergency situations. If I go out of the house to do the daily activities, I'm not going to be carrying any of them. These guys will go straight into my drawer or closet. Alright, let's get to it then. First item is this. This is the True Utility SmartKnife. It has a small blade made out of sandblasted 420. And as you can see, it has this nice jimping on the spine, a flipper to open the blade, and it also can be used as a slot screwdriver. It's also there to protect the fingers from the blade. It uses frame lock locking system. And it also has a bottle opener, a ruler, a multi-size spanner for the 4 up to 12mm bolts, a quick release clip, and also a seat belt cutter. Second item is this. This is the Kershaw 1730 Zing SS. The SS stands for stainless steel. It uses this thing that the company called as the speed safe assisted opening. What it does is that it assists you to open the blade quickly and easily by pushing up the thumb stud or by pushing down the flipper. As you can see, it opens up really fast. It also uses this frame lock locking system for the blade. The 3-position pocket clip, 2 on the bottom of the handle, this one and this one, and 1 on the top of the handle over here. It also has this lanyard hole on the bottom of the handle, a simple jimping also on the handle, and also the glass filled nylon back spacer inside of the handle over here. The handle is made out of 410 bead blasted finish. The blade is made out of 8 CR13 MOV bead blasted finish. The opened length, or the overall length, is 6.9 inches. That's 17.5 centimeters. The blade length is 3 inches. That's 7.6 centimeters. The closed length is 3.9 inches. That's 9.8 centimeters. And the weight of this thing is 93.5 grams. Third item is this. This is the Kershaw 3920 shield, the same like the Zing. This one also uses the speed safe assisted opening system and also the frame lock locking system for the blade. To open this thing, you can be able to do it in two ways as well, by manually pushing up this two-sided thumb stud or by pushing down the flipper. And as you can see, it has this jimping on the spine and also on the bottom section of the handle. It has 4-position pocket clip, 2 on the bottom of the handle, this one and this one, and 2 on the top of the handle, this and this. And as you can see, it has this beautiful tanto type of blade. It's made out of 8CR13 MOV, stone washed and satin finish, and the handle uses 410 titanium carbonitride coating. The overall length, or the opened length, of this thing is 7.6 inches. That's 19.3 centimeters. The blade length is 3.1 inches. That's 7.9 centimeters. The closed length is 4.3 inches. That's 10.9 centimeters. And the weight of this thing is 140 grams. Fourth item is this. This is the Kershaw 3655 volt SS. Same like the other two. This one also uses the speed safe assisted opening system and the frame lock locking system. As you can see, it has this jimping on the spine, and to open the blade, you can only be able to do it by pushing down the flipper, because as you can see, it doesn't have the thumb stud on the blade. It also has the 3-position pocket clip, 2 on the bottom of the handle, this one and this one, and 1 on the top of the handle over here. And the glass filled nylon back spacer of the Volt SS is way longer than the Zing. I don't know if you guys can be able to see it or not. It's actually inside of the handle over here. And it also has this lanyard hole. The handle is made out of 410 bead blasted finish, and the blade is made out of 8CR13 MOV bead blasted finish, the same like the Zing. The overall length, or the opened length, of this Volt SS is 7.75 inches. That's 19.7 centimeters. The blade length is 3.5 inches. That's 8.9 centimeters. And the closed length is 4.25 inches. That's 10.8 centimeters. And the weight of this thing is 122 grams. Fifth item is this. This is my custom stainless steel pocket knife from Tac Force, and this is my favorite pocket knife simply because it has my name engraved on the handle. That's my name. An immense shout out to the Tac Force team for this rad pocket knife. Cheers guys. I Love this thing a lot. It's really cool. Thank you so much. You guys did a very good job. Thanks. And as you can see, there's this lanyard hole on the bottom of the handle, a deep carry pocket clip, and if I want to open the blade, all I gotta do is just push up this thumb stud or push down the flipper. But since this pocket knife is not a spring assisted or a speed safe assisted opening type of pocket knife, if I want to open the blade, I have to push up the thumb stud or push down the flipper a little bit harder, or sometimes I just have to give it a little swing like this. If I don't do it hard, it's not going to open. Watch. See? So if I want to open this thing, I just have to push it down or push it up a little bit harder like this, or just give it a little swing. And as you can see, there's also this jimping on the spine, and it also uses this frame lock locking for the blade. Well, like I said before, this is my favorite pocket knife. Sixth item is this. This is the cold steel pocket Bushman. As you can see, it's way bigger than my other pocket knives. The thing is, I love pocket knives with good capabilities, and this thing is one of them. And I also like how they mixed the capability and the simplicity of this thing. The simplicity here is not for the mechanism, but it's for something else, which I'm going to explain to you right now. Alright, first of all, I just want to say that, like I said in the beginning of this video, it's not part of our culture here in Indonesia to carry a pocket knife inside of the pocket when we go out of the house. But for you guys non-Indonesians, if you guys already get used to carrying a pocket knife inside of your pocket when you go out of the house, I just want to say that this pocket knife is not an EDC pocket knife. I repeat, this is not an EDC pocket knife. Okay? You don't want to carry this thing inside of your pocket when you go out of the house to go to work, or when you're chillaxing with your friends somewhere in the city. Why? Because first, this pocket knife is not a quick nor an efficient type of pocket knife. I mean, just take a look at the size of this thing. It's quite big. Trust me, at the end of this video, you'll understand what I was saying. Okay, second reason is because if you carry this thing inside of your pocket when you go out of the house to do your regular daily activities, you guys are going to make yourselves look really weird and really stupid. Okay, so don't ever do that. This pocket knife was made for the Escapade activities: camping, hiking, or bushcrafting. There are two reasons why I like this pocket knife. First reason, the capability. This pocket knife has the capability to execute some of the heavy duties when I'm camping, hiking, or bushcrafting, such as cutting ropes, batoning, or even to support one of the survival actions, which is hunting. Second reason, the simplicity. Like I said, the simplicity here is not for the mechanism. Okay? Sometimes when I'm doing my Escapade activities, carrying a parang plus this small weapon inside of my pocket was already good enough. In other words, I don't need to carry my hatchet or bushcraft knife as well. Again, because of its capability. By not carrying those weapons, it means I'm going to have less weight on my shoulders. As you guys know, those weapons are quite big, heavy, bulky, and they will eat a lot of space inside of the backpack. But this thing, as you guys can see, it's simple, small, compact, lightweight. It's not going to eat a lot of space inside of the backpack. And I can even just throw this thing inside of my pocket if I want to. As you guys can see, I already took out the rest of the pocket knives from the table, because I'm going to need some space for the next couple of minutes. Now, the mechanism. The mechanism of this pocket knife has its own strength and weakness. The strength lies on the open locking, and the weakness lies on the closing process. Now let's talk about the strength of this thing. This pocket knife has something that the company called as the ram lock system. It's a locking system. Not only that it's going to lock the blade when it's already opened, but it's also going to stabilize the blade. Let me show you how it works. Opening the blade can be done in two ways. By pulling it out like this, or by pushing up the thumb stud over here, which is a bit hard to do because of the size and the weight of the blade. When I open the blade, at the same time the bottom section over here is also going to move back. Watch. See? Why? To be honest with you guys, I don't know. If you guys want to know the answer to that, you guys can be able to ask them yourselves. Now let's open the blade. As you can see, when the blade is already opened, it doesn't look like a folding knife anymore, but it looks more like a fixed blade knife. That loud snap sound that you guys heard was actually the sound of the ram lock system. Let's hear it one more time. It's quite loud for a pocket knife if you ask me. The ram lock system is really strong. It makes it almost impossible to separate the blade from the handle because it's really strong. I've tested and tortured this bad boy a couple of times and it came out just fine. Again, if you guys want to know more details about the performance of this pocket knife, just head over to their YouTube channel and watch their videos about this pocket knife. It's called Cold Steel. Okay, now it's time to close this thing. Closing the blade is a total different story, because it's actually the time when the weakness kicks in. It's complicated and it's unsafe. Let me show you why. Closing the blade requires 3 steps. It cannot be done by unlocking the frame lock, because it doesn't have a frame lock. First step, positioning. If you want to close the blade, I personally recommend you guys to use this position, not this or this. Now, second step, unlocking the ram lock. To do it, you need to pull back this bottom section of the handle over here using the lanyard that comes with the knife. This lanyard is a small size lanyard. You cannot be able to slide your hand into it because it's too small. The lanyard is also there so that you can be able to pull back the bottom section to unlock the ram lock system. You cannot be able to do it with your finger because it's really hard. It's almost impossible to do it. It's really hard. And you can also be able to replace the original lanyard with your own lanyard, carabiner, or other stuffs. But make sure that whatever it is that you're going to attach on this thing, it has the ability to pull back the bottom section, because it's the only way to release the blade from the ram lock system. Okay, so after you pull back the bottom section, it's going to move back a little bit, and after it moves back, you can continue with the third step. The third step is called pushing the spine. When you're pushing the spine, make sure that you're not doing it too much or too hard. All you need is just a little bending on the knife. So do not do it too much or too hard. Okay? And after that, you can be able to continue closing the blade. Let me show you how it works. First step, positioning. Second step, unlocking the ram lock. Third step, pushing the spine. Now, after you already have this situation, you can be able to continue closing the blade like so. One thing that you need to pay attention to is that when the blade is closing, make sure that your fingers are not blocking its way, because as you can see, it closes really fast and really hard. If this thing hits your finger, oh my God, trust me guys, that is a bad news for you. Okay? So this pocket knife also has a small size pocket clip, and well, I think that's the weakness of this product, the closing process. Well, I think for a pocket knife this size with this weight, it deserves a better and a much safer mechanism, whether it's for the opening or closing. Okay. That's it for this video about the pocket knives that I currently have. I don't know whether in the future I'm going to have more or not, but if I do, I'm going to record it and upload it here on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it a lot. Much respect to you all. Take care, and I'll see you all out there. Rock on.